Գյուրջան Կասկադ, ցանկացած համեմատություն մեր օգտին է.
Okay, could Armenia fathom leaving the CSTO?
We have frozen our membership, and we don't have any intention to return to those relations that existed before these incidents.
But
We
formally
cannot,
leaving?
and we do not see ourselves in an alliance, a military alliance, which does not work. So,
What prevents Armenia from formally leaving the CSTO?
I think all of us should be more careful, and it's not a big secret that stability should be a priority, and the processes which can possibly take place should be well calculated and managed, and also, I mean, the risk management, etc. So it's not a very simple question.
So Armenia has had traditionally extremely difficult relations with Turkey, but there's been a process of normalization. And at the end of July, both special envoys met at the shared border. What has been the development?
Yes, special envoys met, but also there are regular meetings and phone conversations between foreign ministers. Also, the president of Turkey and prime minister of Armenia meet from time to time. The last meeting between them took place just a few days ago in New York on the margins of UN General Assembly a week. And you know, the overall atmosphere is quite positive. We have agreed that, and this agreement was reached months ago, or more than a year ago, we have agreed that there is no precondition, neither by the Turkish side nor by the Armenian side. We have agreed that the outcome of this process should be the full normalization of relations between Armenia and Turkey. We have agreed that as a first serious step, diplomatic relations should be established between the two countries, but also the border, which has been closed for more than 3 decades, should be open for at least third country citizens and also Armenian and Turkish nationals, so citizens who have diplomatic passports. But we see that this does not happen on the ground. The border is still closed there, and there are no diplomatic relations. Now, although there have been some positive developments as well, our experts studied and we renovated, reconstructed some infrastructure on the border where the passage should be open. Also now our experts make the same study, and we assume that we will continue these works. We should reconstruct the infrastructure where we have the railway passage, railway gate. But nevertheless, the border is still closed. And interestingly, in the context of Armenian-Turkish dialogue, there is no problem of Armenian-Turkish nature. The only problem is, and our Turkish colleagues say this, the only problem is the non-finalized normalization between Armenia and Azerbaijan. So the Turkish counterparts think that we can finalize Armenian-Turkish normalization only after Armenian-Azerbaijani normalization, while we in Armenia think that in the contrary, if we have an achievement in the context of Armenian-Turkish normalization, that would have positive impact on Armenian-Azerbaijani normalization.
So unfortunately, we're almost at the end of our discussion. Why don't you wrap us off by telling us a little bit how Armenia sees its path towards the EU? Your government has made it very clear that it wants to get closer to the EU. What path do you see?
Well, I already mentioned earlier that we are right in the middle of process of bringing Armenia and the European Union closer to each other. I already mentioned that there are several tools and mechanisms that are being discussed right now. We have already had some serious achievements, and some more are being discussed right now. What I can add to this is that many in Armenia now more and more loudly speak about Armenia's membership in the European Union. I can say that people of Armenia, they have European aspirations, but also have questions what would be the European response to these aspirations.
Yes, well, unfortunately, we've neared the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for joining us for this talk. Thank you so much, Minister Ararat Mirzoyan. And please stay tuned for the following panels. Thank you very much.
Thank you.